Hey, good morning. If you're new to my channel, Bobby Dagger here. If you're coming back, thanks for coming back. Bad girls, bad boys. What's going on out there in Silverland and Goldland? It just tanked, it just crashed. So what does that mean? Is it a good time to buy? Are people tired of this thing? Is it going to go down more? What do you think's going on here? Well, I think I've got a couple of thoughts on it because it seems like the money's moved out of crypto. It's moved out of gold and silver. Crypto's at an all-time, well, not an all-time low, but it's almost half of what it was just in January. So I'm reading the markets in a different way right now, just because I know a little bit more than I did years ago. Um, these IPOs that are coming up and the SpaceX, the big money, they need cash. They need to be liquid. So they're selling a bunch of things, getting their cash together. They're selling all their hedges and things like that. They're pulling money out of. They made their money on crypto. When it went up to 120, 126, they pulled out. When silver went up to 120, they sold. They pulled out. When gold went up to 5,000, they sold, pulled out, and they kept pulling out. But now they need money for these new IPOs, the SpaceX, with two others that are coming up. So they needed some money. So they're just taking money out so they can spend it elsewhere. Bottom line. The other thing that's going on now with this Iran war, anytime there's a war going on, it seems the dollar goes up, the gold goes down. Traditionally, it's happened before. It's happened a few times in the past. That's going on right now. So they're just selling. So all the paper traders are squeezed out. They're getting their money. So this is the difference between retail buyers and wholesale buyers. Retail people usually buy when it's going up because they get all the FOMO, fear of missing out, and they're all thinking now. They're thinking about the IPOs and things like that because that's what the news is telling everybody to do. So they're looking that way. Even though the smaller investor, I don't know how they make money there because it's that industry is built for the big guys. For me, they're showing this over here, but this is what's going on over here. So I never trust whatever they're telling us because they're never telling us, the real people, what's going on. We have to read between the lines, or we have to have the history of it and know what's going on. The great thing about the internet now, there's a lot of people on there that really know a lot. I study all these people all the time, and I pull from it what I need to know. I started my stacking of gold and silver way back in the 80s, pre YouTube and all this, so I had to teach myself and learn from others. And back then they were talking about when gold was going to 5,000 and gold at that time was maybe 260 bucks, 300 bucks. They talked about silver going to 100 to 500. Silver at the time was $3.60 an ounce. I think I was paying. I was making jewelry, of course, so I was a hedge to just, I could always turn it into jewelry regardless of if I held it, but I kept holding it. Anyway, so that's what's going on right now. So money just basically rotates around. They move it to where the big money moves it to where they want to make the best profits. People like us that are stackers or people that are collectors, we know to wait out these times. And when it drops like this might be a great time to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. I just do what I do for myself. I never tell anybody what to do. When I talk to my friends about it, they're always like they know more than me, even though they're not in the they're not investing in it. But for some reason, they know more than I do about it. I always find the people that know the most usually know the least. The people that or say they know the most. Anyways, but that's another story and my arrogance of whatever it is. I watch, I study, I watch, I study. I'm not a gambler. I don't like gambling. I stopped watching sports because I don't like the gambling aspects of the sports right now. And even watching the NBA playoffs, go Knicks. I'm a big Knicks fan. This is the greatest team in a long time. Since it's been talked about through the gambling words and vocabulary and people are making money there, I don't trust it at all because humans, I don't trust them. Just don't trust them. I don't trust fiat currency. So these are the two things there. These people that are talking, the big talking heads, the talkings, especially the ones on the mainstream TV, they're just selling a product. They're selling themselves. They're selling a product. Their ratio of winners to losers is pretty low. They're not doing as good as some others, so I don't trust them. Fiat currency, $100 back in the 80s is worth about $10 right now. So with that in mind, I try to keep my money out of the fiat world, keep it in hard assets. I'm trying not to edit these videos because it's such a pain, but hard assets, keep it where you can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it. I never buy these stocks, ETFs and things like that. I don't buy the silver, the gold stocks. A lot of people like to do that. I like to hold it in my hand. Although right now I would look at mining stocks, because if you think about it, silver, they're using worldwide more silver than they are mining. So that's going down. And in the last 6 years or 7 years now, Tesla's been buying, China's been buying the silver because they need it for all this AI, for the electric cars. There's more uses for it. So the people that are in the know that need it have been buying and stacking to use in the future, so they know. So they're buying the mining companies. So the mining stocks might be a good thing to look at. I don't know anything about those, so I'm not going to even mention what to do or who even to talk to about that. But it's something that if I was in that world, I would look at. I do have friends that buy the mining stocks just because. If you think about it, I think the number right now for gold, it costs about $1,300 to get an ounce of gold, and with gold being over 4,000, that's a $3,000 markup on that gold, because it costs them like $1,300 to get out. They can sell it for 4,000 plus. That's not a good. That's a pretty good margin. I'd be digging. I'd be gold mining. Anyways, what am I doing right now? I'm buying silver. That's what I'm doing. And right now I'm buying rounds. I'm not buying bars. I'm buying the rounds. I'm buying the Silver Eagles. I'm buying. I like the Philharmonics. They're a little cheaper than the Silver Eagles. I'm buying the Krugerrands. I'm buying the Canadian Maples. They've got a good resale. This is a great time to buy. The other thing I want to talk about is don't look at it day to day. You can, but we're looking at the future. This is my retirement money. Let's say you're buying silver right now at $68 a coin, for an ounce coin. If it goes back up to 120, which it will at some point, you've almost doubled your money right there, just on a small. So it's worth it. I'm thinking it's going to go much higher than that in the next couple of years, especially with all the AI and the industrial uses of it. And people are not trusting the fiat currency, especially the American dollar. That they've been. I'm going to do a video on when in my lifetime I've watched them tank it, starting with Nixon taking us off the gold standard. I'm going to do a whole video on that at some point. Leave comments if you want to hear about that or read about that or know about that. But leave a comment. Please leave a like. I'm loving doing my channel, but likes really help. Subscribe. I've got some things in the description. Anyways, with all that, be kind to people, be nice to people. This is a great time to buy. I'm not telling you to buy, but always buy from reputable dealers. And if a deal sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Never trust anybody except people you trust. Anyways, with that, I'm going to turn this off. Thank you so much, bad boys, bad girls. I love you out there. Be kind to people.